And we're live. We're here with Shane Donovan, Patrick Donovan's son. Good to see you, Shane.
Good to see you too.
Shane, I'm just going to ask you about 10 to 12 questions about hunting. I just want you to answer, what is right at the tip of your heart, just comes right off your tongue.
All right.
The first question I have for you is, what brought you to hunting? How did hunting come to be a part of your life?
Well, I think it was when I was younger. My dad would always go hunting, and I honestly I wasn't really too sure about it until I was ready to get my license. And when I was ready, I said I really wanted to do it. And the first time I went out there, it was great. I loved it.
And when was that?
Well, that was the year I turned 12, and I forgot what year it was, but you know.
So you've been hunting since eligibility?
Yes. Yes.
Just like your old man. Good for you. So basically it was family who introduced you to hunting?
Yes.
All right. Shane, if there's one particular hunter, or hunters for that matter, that you respect the most, who would that be and why?
Well, I would honestly, in most respect, it would probably be Ted Nugent because he would just spend his whole life hunting, and then he's a rock star. He's idol.
Right. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
How about your pop? Any kudos for your old man?
Yeah, well, I'll give him some. He has. He's gotten. Yeah.
So Ted Nugent and your dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Shane, 3 words. I'm going to ask you, and you can't use more than 3. I just want you to use 3 words. Can you describe for me the hunting experience?
Exhilarating. Cold. And exciting.
Exhilarating, cold, and exciting. Okay. Also in only 3 words, what do you feel are the most important attributes that a hunter needs to possess?
Well, number 1, it would have to be patience.
Patience, yeah.
And second, you must try to stay calm, in calmness.
Yeah.
And third, you must love it.
Passion, calm, and patience.
Yes.
Yeah, those are definitely 3 good choice of words there. And absolutely, I would agree with you. So far, what's been your greatest hunting experience?
My greatest hunting experience. I was just getting into my tree stand. I was gonna text my uncle that I was ready to set my tree stand, and I looked to my left, and an 8-pointer just walks right up on me. I'm looking at him, and just going to myself, oh my God, it's actually happening.
What happened next?
Well, I tried to get my phone in my pocket, but the deer just ran away as soon as I tried to do that.
Yep. Yeah, he snuck up on you.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, you're a young man coming into age. Is there anyone you're trying to get interested in hunting? Any friends, anything like that?
Well, not exactly. I try not to talk about it too much because I'm afraid that the children are gonna be they're gonna get up on my face just like, oh, you hunt and stuff, you know.
You feel there'll be a negative reaction to it?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. In that vein, you hear a lot about the declining population of hunters and the alleged declining popularity of hunting. What do you feel the future for hunting holds?
Well, I feel the future of hunting is that the hunters need to find a way to get people that they trust, and they need to talk about it with them, and they need to make sure that people understand what it actually is, that it needs to be real. Okay.
So you feel it's an obligation of the hunting community to go out and preserve the sport and preserve the tradition?
Yes.
Gotcha. You watch some of these hunting shows, right?
Yes, I do.
Right, and you see a lot of these hunting shows. They take place in places other than New York.
Yes.
What do you feel the differences are between what you're seeing on those shows and what you're experiencing by being a hunter here within New York?
Well, main difference that I see is that a lot of those hunters don't seem as serious about it. Honestly, like going out at 6 in the morning is very different than what you see in the hunting shows. Like you're tired, you don't really, you're excited, but you're still going out there and hunting.
Right.
It's not like you're just out there to have a great time and to be like, yay, I'm out in the woods and stuff, which is great. I do that too, but
You think it's taken a lot more dedication here in New York?
Yeah, of what I've seen in the hunting shows, it seems like they're not as dedicated.
Gotcha. Now you've hunted upstate, right? Your family owns property there. You own property there, and you've also had the opportunity to hunt on Long Island, right? What do you think the differences are?
Well, the difference between upstate and down here is that I actually prefer hunting upstate because when I'm upstate, I feel as if I'm home, as if I'm in a place where I've been for my entire life, and I have. And when I'm hunting on Long Island, it just seems like it's an open land and people can kind of just walk on it,
Sure. So you have a sense of familiarity with your upstate property.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful spot. You have any particular hunting goals right now, Shane?
Well, right now I want to get my first deer. I haven't got one yet, but
well, that's always a start. Absolutely. You're hunting gun now too, right?
I can hunt gun next year.
Next year, okay.
Yeah.
So it's next year you'll be both bow and gun, and there's still time in the bow season.
Yep.
So hopefully we'll see you out there. You watch some of these hunting shows and stuff. Do you have a particular favorite, or do you read a particular magazine that you like in hunting?
Well, as I've said, I like Ted Nugent. He's a good guy there.
He's very enthusiastic.
Yes. Yeah.
And he has a show on the Outdoor Channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy that as well. Final question, Shane. How do you feel that membership in IHE and our organization? What do you think we should be doing to continue to promote and preserve this sport and tradition that we love?
Well, it has to be that you need to let people know what it actually is. It can't be just like you're going out there with guns and shooting at whatever you see. It's gotta be what everyone has to understand what you're actually doing. You're not killing them because you think it's fun. It is kind of. I don't know, the wording's gonna be a little weird on this one, but
that's okay. That's okay.
That the people need to understand what you're doing when you're hunting. You're not going out there with rifles shooting any little deer that just comes in your path, because not all of them are gonna be ones that you want to shoot.
Sure. And do you enjoy eating the animal?
Yes, that's a part of it. You have to do that too.
You have to do that too. All right, Shane, great talking to you, man. I look forward to hopefully seeing you in the woods.
All right.
All right, thanks for your time.